From the Dying Channel studios of Arizona, the MMA-Holes are live tonight. Let's go, baby. Everyone smash up the like button. How you doing, friends? What's going on? Good to see you here on a Monday night. Hopefully everyone is wonderful. We got a lot of topics to get to tonight and a very clickbaity of thumbnail over here with Logan Paul. That's right, Logan Paul's in the news. He has a big announcement tomorrow that he's dropping, and he's signing contracts with the UFC. Dana White smiling, and the wheels are spinning and turning. I'm like, is this the next Brock Lesnar? We're going to talk about that. Raul Rosas Jr. says he's going to be a champion. Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen. Looks like that's going to be done in April. The mystical prediction of Arnold Allen being a champion by the end of the year. Looking wonderful. We got UFC Vegas 68 and a whole bunch of other stuff. So everyone smash up the like button, and away we go. Before we get going here, we got to shout out that sheath underwear, man. I'm sure when Logan Paul was signing that contract, he was very uncomfortable because he didn't have sheath on. There's a link in the description down below. Try it out for yourself. You will say, my God, thank you, MMA-Holes. 20% off. Promo code MMA-HOLES. Head Rush got a 20% off deal as well. Link in the description. 20% off. MMA-HOLES. MyBookie.ag. The only place to... website to place bets. MMA-HOLES for 100% match in your first deposit. And I saw someone in the chat talking about, yo, I ran out of gummies. Well, I don't know what you're waiting for. CBDX.com. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for 20% off. Must be 21 plus or older, and you get a free gift on your first purchase. Thank you, sponsors. Try it out. I promise you, if you like to nuke the brain cells, I enjoy the Delta 9s. This is what I've been dabbling into. It's wonderful. Okay, let's start it off here. Logan Paul, let's do it, baby. I know there are some people that are big Brock Lesnar fans. You're like, well, how do you compare the two here? That's crazy. You have a YouTube guy with floppy hair, and then you got a big muscular guy with a sword on his chest. How could you put the comparison together? Well, strap on, friends, because it's going to be a bumpy ride tonight, as there could be a lot of comparisons here. Now, I'm going to just cut right to the chase, okay? The announcement that is happening tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I think we all pretty much know what it is. It's not like a big surprise. They're trying to make it like a surprise. I don't think there is a big surprise. But with this happening, this could lead to a lot of things. Logan Paul's only 27 years of age. When Brock Lesnar appeared in the UFC, he was 30. He lost, actually, in his debut, but he was 30 years of age. Both guys played around in WWE. Right now, Logan Paul is flying high in WWE. Royal Rumble just happened, and Logan Paul is all over the interwebs. He literally stole the show. Now, I am not a wrestling fan. I think it's ridiculous, to be honest with you. But I know some people in the chat are wrestling fans, and you can't not help but connect the two. A lot of people are watching the UFC because of guys like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came in from WWE, a bigger-than-life personality over there, and he made some noise. Won a title, was all roided up, but it doesn't matter. No one cares about that. They just want to see big, sweaty men beat each other up. And Brock Lesnar did it very well. He was so much fun to watch, unless it was the Mark Hunt fight. That one, not so much. But Logan Paul here... And we'll show some clips of Logan. Let's see if I could find it really quick. But Logan Paul, I mean, this guy, listen, I'm not a Paul brother fan. I'm not the type of guy that says, okay, I can't wait for the next vlog or whatever the hell they're doing on YouTube. I really don't care. And when it comes to the boxing as well, I mean, Jake, a little more interest because it seems like he's a little bit of a better boxer. Logan hasn't won. He had that weird exhibition against Floyd Mayweather. He had the KSI thing that was just ugly. Like, it was very ugly. But he does have a wrestling background. He does have a big name. And supposedly he's a pretty decent wrestler. So Logan Paul in WWE, let's see if I can find him flying around over here. I mean, the dude is incredibly athletic. Like, I was actually kind of shocked. This is the second time I've seen him doing some WWE stuff. And I was like, damn, man. So I got to be very... I got to be very cautious as I show this because WWE is a little weird with showing their stuff. So let me see if I can do this in a way where you kind of can get what I'm talking about. But I put in Logan Paul, and it's Logo Paul. Logan Paul, please. Logan Paul. There we go. WWE. I want to know in the chat how many people watch Royal Rumble. And out of those people, how many people get laid? No, just kidding.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
super
It's 0.
chat.
Dark Matter, how you doing?
Core bull bags, smiley
Let's
face.
go, baby. Shout out to the man from New Zealand over here, the sexy Dark Matter, dropping a 5. If you'd like to drop a donation, feel free to hit the Streamlabs or the Super Chat. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. I did both. I went to Royal Rumble. I did see that, Ryan. I like you, so I'm going to be easy on you. But I was like, why? And he was very excited about it. I'm like, why? And I'm just like, I'm not going to say anything. When I was a kid, I liked it. I was a big Hulk Hogan fan. You know, and the Macho Man and all that fun stuff when I was a kid. You cry. You probably did. I did see some of the comments in the Discord. I was like, all right, like everyone has their thing. When I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I think it was my 20s. I hope it was in my 20s. When Buffy the Vampire Slayer was on, like that was my guilty pleasure. But I wanted to have sexual intercourse with Sarah Michelle Gellar. But with WWE, I mean, unless, I don't know, maybe they are very muscular men. I don't know what you guys are into, but here we go. Here is like I don't know what to say, but there's Logan Paul. Hey, here I am. He's in great shape, this guy, and he's probably got some stuff in his system. I mean, the dude he's in very good shape. And he's over here. He's talking his smack. He looks across the ropes over here. There's a bunch of dead bodies in the ring, and he does something here that is it's pretty freaking wild. It really, I mean, it's pretty. I don't know where this took place on the. I'm assuming this is the finale. I don't know where the actual Royal Rumble takes place, or is the whole event the Royal Rumble? I don't know, but it's a lot of guys beating each other up, and I guess if you roll out of the ring, you lose. But Logan Paul gets on the top rope with this other dude. I don't know who the other guy is, and there they are, and they literally fly. Look at this. I believe I can fly. Katoosh! And they're just like, that was a Brendan Schaub reference right there. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
They just smash into each other and then hit the mat. And I'm watching this and I'm like, did that really just freaking happen? Now I understand it's all staged nonsense, but look at this. That's Logan Paul. That is Logan Paul soaring through the air, bouncing off, and bang! Clotheslining. Now, listen, I understand there's technique. I just don't, like, it's kind of like a hug when they grab each other. But still, they collided in the air, and they fall down, and the fucking crowd goes bonkers. They go nuts, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Like, this is not my cup of tea. But when you see athletes do stuff like this, you're like, wait, hold on a second. This guy's a YouTuber, and he's soaring through the air and just bang, clothesline. Dude, it's nuts. It's friggin' nuts. So when it comes to the WWE stuff, I got to give him his credit. Boxing, not so much. Doesn't look that great, but he's still done it. He's made the walk. He fought Floyd Mayweather. It was exhibition, but it happened. So now tomorrow, this guy is going to be announcing some special thing with the UFC. And you can see on our thumbnail over here, he signs a contract. And Dana White's laughing. You can see in the background over there. I have a poll in the live chat, and I'm going to let you guys see what the votes are so far. We're going to leave it in there for a good majority of the stream. So keep voting away. It's very important. I'm going to show it right now. All right, here we go. What is the Logan Paul / UFC announcement? Okay, first option is Logan will fight inside the octagon. Second option is Power Slap collab. Third is Prime sponsorship. And fourth, boxing crossover. So maybe, who knows, maybe some weird super celebrity boxing thingamajig. I mean, that's in his wheelhouse already, right? So those are the options I threw in there. And if you have any other options, throw it in the chat and we'll entertain it. Because we don't know what it is, because it is tomorrow. But my initial reaction when I saw announcement tomorrow was Power Slap. I'm not saying he's going to compete in Power Slap, but Logan Paul was doing the Power Slap thing, like being the guy in the middle, having the viral videos before Dana was doing it. I feel like Dana ripped the idea off of Logan. Logan was doing this already, right? Did he have Mike Tyson or something? Oh, no, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's who it was. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger and him, and they did some Power Slap thing before Dana was doing this. So that's what I thought originally. And then I was like, wait, hold on a second. If you look at, him allegedly signing some contract, you could take a peek and you see the Prime bottle. Well, that makes sense. Probably some sort of Prime, sponsorship that's going to be happening with the UFC. Most likely. You remember that? Yeah, Logan Paul and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was before Dana was doing Power Slap. They didn't get as much criticism because Logan didn't slap his wife or his girlfriend. So he dropped the ball there. He should have slapped his girlfriend around. But yeah, so I'm guessing, and according to our poll, they're not saying that. It's very spread out, but we'll let you guys keep voting away. I'm assuming that that's the deal. But let's pump the brakes. Let's not go too crazy over. Even if it is the Prime deal with the UFC, the door's open. Logan's foot's in the door. Now money's getting shuttled around over here. It's weird because you have Jake Paul over with PFL, and he's saying these fighters need health insurance and need better pay and blah, blah, blah. And he's leading that charge. But you got the other brother in Logan now getting into bed with Dana. They're businessmen. But you would have to think that Logan Paul, even though he's doing WWE and he's doing fantastic with that stuff, you got to think he's a little jelly of Jake. Because Jake clearly is the better fighter when it comes to boxing, right? Jake has been doing some really special things, even though some people think it's a fraud, it's fake, it's a setup, and that's fine if you think that. But at the end of the day, Jake is really turning heads and people are getting interested. And now he's with the PFL doing stuff over there. And got Tommy Fury coming up, if you care about that. I think Logan going over here and doing this Prime deal or whatever is going on with Dana White, I think it's very, very smart. And if it is a sponsorship deal, Logan's in. Foot in the door, he's in. He already said to Dana White that he has interest in jumping into the UFC. Remember, Jake and Logan are, at the end of the day, UFC fans. When they were kids, they were big UFC fans. So it would be their dream to compete in there. I'm sure the best one-up Logan could have. Listen, at the end, WWE is fake, right? We saw that thing over there, but if you want to be respected by an adult, I think UFC might be the way. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, because it's actually real fighting. If Logan Paul competes in the octagon, talk about a one-up over his brother. I don't give a shit who Jake's fighting. Right now, the way the UFC is going, I would think that would be massive. It would be mega. And he's got the last laugh here, Logan. So if Logan competes in the UFC, we're talking mega stuff. Remember what Brock did. Now, Brock Lesnar was already an established WWE guy, but he brought in so many casual fans. And when I started watching, that was like the tail end of the Brock Lesnar stuff. But the reason why I had interest was because my buddy wouldn't shut the hell up about Brock Lesnar. We'd be going to New York Giant games, and he'd be sitting next to me, and he'd be like, "Hey, Chris, did you see what Brock Lesnar did last night?" I was like, "I have no idea. I don't watch wrestling, bro. Like, I'm an adult. Like, legit." That was the conversation we would have. He's like, "No. It was in the UFC." I was like, "I don't really watch the UFC. What did he do?" He's like, "Dude, it was crazy, man. He was pummeling this guy. And you got to watch this." It worked. When Brock Lesnar was in the UFC, it worked. He was 30. Logan Paul's 27. 27 years old. He's already soaring through the air with this whole WWE nonsense stuff, which is still pretty impressive. And then he puts out this video. Here we go. There's some music here, so I can only play a little bit, but you'll see. Here we go.
Logan Paul actually knows how to fight.
I want to fight a UFC fighter. I'm gonna do my first fight in the UFC. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna smoke this dude.
If I wanted to do a UFC fight, is that something you'd entertain?
You have wrestling.
Okay. Here's a little bit over there. Dana White did not say no. That was a Stranger Things. Like, he's beating up on KSI over here. There's him and Floyd Mayweather. It was a complete joke. But regardless, it happened.
I could get it done, Dana.
I'm not saying no.
He is not saying no during the Impulsive podcast. Why would he say no? He has a massive following. I'm telling you right now, at 27 years of age, with his Prime deal, with the WWE taking off, and in the back of his head, he probably would love to have a UFC belt over his shoulder. This kid's going to be in the octagon. The announcement tomorrow is probably not him fighting. It's probably the sponsorship deal. But do not push aside the fact that Logan Paul can legit make a walk to the octagon and fight. I want to know what you think. I know this probably upset a lot of hardcore MMA fans. I know a lot of people who love, you work your way up the rankings, you win the title, you defend the belt, blah, 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 legacy, GOAT status, yada, yada, yada. But if you think about what Brock Lesnar did and how much he literally just catapulted the UFC into the casuals' laps, why would the UFC not capitalize on something like this? What do you think? Logan is a thief. I don't think Dana wants another CM Punk situation. This is way different than CM Punk. Way different. This kid can wrestle. Like, he has a wrestling background. He's kind of a freak of nature. CM Punk, older, popular guy, but I don't think CM Punk is quite the athlete that this guy is. I think they got Logan at the right time here. I'm not saying this guy's a UFC champion or anything like that, but you put the right fights together. I mean, look what happened with Brock Lesnar. When Brock Lesnar came in, right off the bat, he lost to Frank Mir. Right? Got finished in the first round, and then went on to, the greens speak for themselves. UFC 87, he got a unanimous decision. After that, he beat up Randy Couture in the second round. Frank Mir, revenge, with the finish in the second. And then, once again, the arm triangle choke with Shane Carwin. So 2 finishes over there. And Brock Lesnar became massive, mega, multi-platform superstar. Now, you do have the Cain Velasquez, the Alistair Overeem. You look at his overall record. The guy is only 5-3. But what did the UFC do? They try to put him in every possible position to make sure he gets that belt. He's a big name in the WWE. He was 30 years of age. Logan's 27.
Wonderful.
You just never know. Sonosi.
Are you saying Logan Paul is the second coming of someone like CM Punk or Brock Lesnar? Fook, that discussion on crafting another huge star. Damn it, if he does okay, he can get million+ PPVS buys. With some boxing and wrestling, yeah, I can see it.
I'm telling you, man. I feel it's inevitable. I really do. I feel like it is inevitable that Logan Paul will make the walk to the octagon. The announcement tomorrow would shock me, though. It really would shock me if, and thank you, Sonosi, for the donation. It really would shock me if the announcement tomorrow is like he's going to make his UFC debut. My mouth would drop. I don't think that's going to happen. I truly think it's Prime. I think it's the Prime sponsorship, the collaboration, whatever they're going to be doing over there. I think it's going to be about money. It's a business move. And, wouldn't it be something else if, like, Prime is now one of the sponsors of the UFC and all of a sudden they start introducing, like, healthcare, or all of a sudden they start introducing some, like significant bonuses to these fighters to kind of counterbalance all the nonsense that Jake Paul's throwing out there. It's interesting. It's an interesting soap opera that's unfolding in front of our very eyes. I find Logan Paul very irritating. I think he's very fake, to be honest. When I see him on his Impulsive podcast, I don't think that he's very sincere. When he got in trouble with the dead guy in the woods and this and that, I hate to say this, but I feel that Jake Paul, who has a shtick too, is more real than Logan. I think Logan is pulling the wool over a lot of people's eyes, and Logan is a little sus with his behavior. I don't know how much of a good guy he is. I don't know who he is, but I think that Jake Paul, probably in real life, might be a better dude, if that's even saying anything. But we're going to find out a lot more about Logan Paul because he is getting into bed with the UFC. Back to the chat over here. Who do you hate more, Logan or Jake? So I don't hate either. Let me just make that very clear. I don't hate either guy. I'm just not a fan of either. And Jake, I could tolerate a little bit more just because of what he has done. I mean, he just beat Anderson Silva. So I could tolerate him a little bit more. Right now, Logan Paul's 0-1-0 as a boxer. We don't really know what he can do. We know he has a wrestling past. He supposedly was decent. But I just don't know enough about Logan yet. He's a crypto scammer. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of... If you look at the shady stuff between Paul brothers, Logan has been involved with way more shady stuff than Jake. Jake's a little more transparent with his shadiness. Whereas Logan, he's kind of messed with some people. You know? It's crazy how successful the Pauls are. Whatever they touch, YouTube, boxing, WWE, any drink. I mean... It is. Listen, as a person that runs a small business myself, I have to have some sort of respect for people that could have that kind of success with just using social media and the internet, and then next thing you know, backing it with athleticism. I mean, what Logan Paul does in WWE, I never in a million years could pull off. It would be impossible what this guy can do. So as much as I'm not sure about him as a person, I can't discredit what he has done, you know, at least with the WWE stuff. I mean, the way the dude is like soaring through the air over here. This video is actually pretty funny. That's a video for another time. Where is it? Yeah, the way this guy is soaring through the air over here. I mean, this is an athlete. That's crazy. It's craziness. They practice before they wrestle. AIDS, fakeness. Dude, two joints. Do me a favor. When the snow starts subsiding, I need to see you leap across into another man. Send me a video on Discord, please, of you doing this. I'm pretty sure not many of us can pull this off. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. He's done some wild shit, man. It's fake, yes. It's set up. I'm fairly positive we all can't really do this. I don't know.
Super chat.
Zen Book.
Logan is a commodity. First boxing, WWE, and now UFC.
Yeah, one thing you got to say, they may not come across as the smartest guys, but they are very intelligent businessmen, and they surround themselves with the right people. They're athletes. They're good with social media, and they're backing it up. They're backing up their nonsense with athleticism. If Logan Paul comes into the UFC and actually starts fighting, of course they're gonna give him easy opponents. I don't think this is gonna be a CM Punk situation. I don't get that vibe with Logan if he does fight. But I want to know in the chat, is that what you think? Do you think if he does compete in the UFC, CM Punk vibes? Is that what you're getting? Nothing's impossible.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Logan has got goofy vibes. He's a little like Kurt Angle that way. He's too old to fight in the UFC without actually combat experience. He's got potential, but he'll never be on Lesnar's level in any capacity. Lesnar was an elite wrestler and MMA fighter.
I tell you, man. Well, I mean, there's really, you say an elite MMA fighter. He's 5-3-0. Elite. Kainoto, I know you love Brock. He was an elite. He was a very good wrestler, yes. There's no doubt about that, although he was on the sauce. But he got into the game at 30. 30 years old. Well, actually, his first MMA fight was in his first fight, I should say, was in K1. Over here is where we got the first knockout. He was 29 here. And then Frank Mir got finished in his... You know, like Logan Paul could legit come into the UFC and take a loss in his first fight. He won the belt. right, he won the belt. I guess we could say that with Conor too, right? If you want to go down that road. I know you try to discredit Conor's path. Who had a tougher path to the belt? I mean, come on. Brock Lesnar, listen, we know what happened with Brock. Brock was roided to the gills. Roided to the gills. He had the right people at the right time. It was exciting. It was fun. And he got a fast pass to the belt. Think about it. What do you think if Logan Paul competes? What do you think they're going to do with this kid? They're going to probably find any way to keep him roided up, because I'm sure he is. And they're going to give him a fast pass to the belt. And people are going to complain about it. And people are going to love it. It's kind of wild, man. I feel like the UFC and Dana White's foaming at the mouth. The announcement will probably be prime. But I'm really curious to see if Logan Paul actually makes the walk. And that's right. Yeah, how old was Randy when they fought? Hold on a second. Randy was... He beat Randy Couture. He was 45. He was my age. He was my fucking age. He was my age. Randy was a plus 116 underdog in that fight. Now listen, Mir's a beast. Well, was a beast. He was all roided up too. And Shane Carwin as well. How old was Shane at the time? Shane was 35. No spring chicken, but he was a nasty son of a bitch. Listen, Brock was a scary guy, but if he went up the traditional route, there's a very good chance he wouldn't win the belt if he went traditionally up the rankings. Right? But you get the fast pass because you're a superstar. You're a WWE superstar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the 0-1-0 boxing career of Logan Paul, he's probably going to get the same path. And I got a question, because I know Kainoto is a big Brock fan. So you're telling me you would not root for a guy like Logan? It feels like the same shit. I feel like I feel like they're just, here we go again. The only difference is, like, Logan Paul comes from a social media background in a different era where things are a lot, this is not sword on the chest, mentality. It's a little different now. But I'm curious, like, if you were a Brock fan, are you against a Logan Paul doing the same thing? Would it discredit what Brock did? He's a goofy bastard. I mean, what do you mean by goofy? Because he has the floppy hair? He has like the surfer look? I see a fucking athlete. I don't see much goofiness. Like, what goofy bastard could do this? For real, like, what goofy bastard does this? I'm a goofy bastard. And I could probably, let's see. I would probably get to, like, I wouldn't even make it halfway. I would get maybe 4 feet, 3 feet. Just fall flat on my face. This dude's soaring across the air into another human being. I mean, that's not goofy. That's a fucking athlete. And I don't even like WWE. I think WWE is the dumbest shit in the world. But I do respect the athleticism of these guys.
Ah, super chat.
Let's go, Dark Matter. What you got here?
UFC is a business. Dollar bills face. Dollar bills
That's
face.
right.
Dollar bills face. Let's go, Logan. Smiley face.
All right, I want to know in the chat. Listen, we're thinking hypothetically here. We don't know for sure what the deal is because tomorrow's going to be the announcement. But I think my theory is pretty spot on. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a prime deal. He's done this before, where he amps it one way and then it's just some nonsense prime thing. So I would imagine that's the deal, that this is a prime contract, sponsorship, whatever. But I still think that this does open the door to Logan Paul competing in the octagon. I think it's going to happen. I really do.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sonosi.
Which weight class do you think they would put him in? Also thankfully for Logan's sake, though not great, he done a striking and grappling sport, so what a year of MMA training. If he got the belt, he might murk the soul of hardcores.
All right, so weight class, he was 200 pounds when he fought KSI. Man, I wonder how see, here's the problem though. This is the only thing that's bothering me is every time I see Logan Paul talking about the UFC, he's calling out guys like Paddy Pimblett. You know Dana's not doing that. That's just nonsense. You're walking, you're fighting KSI at 200. What the hell are you walking around at? Let's see. His other fight, Mayweather. How heavy did he come in against? I mean, how big is Floyd? So Mayweather, it doesn't even say it's available. What was the weight there? Mayweather was 43 years old. That was just such a circus. But it doesn't have his weight over there. So I'm imagining had to be a little under 200 pounds. Can he get to middleweight? 205 or 185? Yeah, I don't know. He might be too big for middleweight. I don't know if he can cut. I feel middleweight would be the weight class. He's 6'2". He does have a lot of muscle on him. But yeah, 205 probably more realistic. And boy, oh boy, that wouldn't be easy for Logan. First guy who knows a low kick BJJ choke chokes his clown out in seconds. Whoa, man. Oh, interesting. Well, we will see. We will see what happens with the great Logan Paul. Let's go back to the poll over here in the live chat. I think it's fascinating, though. I really do, because I'm not a big, Paul fan. It's not like my thing. But if Logan competes in MMA while Jake is doing his thing over in boxing, you got my interest. Okay, so far, Logan will fight in the octagon 33%, power slap 27%, prime sponsorship 30%, and a boxing crossover 11%. So right now, it's very close, but the edge going to him fighting in the octagon. So I think people are believing in this. Now, technically, two things could be correct. Tomorrow, he could be announcing the prime thing, and then down the road, it could lead to something else, whether it's power slap collab, boxing, or octagon. But I think tomorrow's announcement will be the 29% over here. I think it will be prime. I think that's what we'll get. He's has his whole prime thing going on. But it is interesting because the heat and the beef with Jake Paul, and he's over at PFL. If Logan makes that walk inside the octagon, we got something interesting. We definitely got something interesting.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We got Sanosi jumping in.
I just got breaking news, guys. The Ultimate Fighter Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor. Kill me if this is true.
Could you fucking imagine? There is no coaches yet. I don't know. Oh my God. You do have Conor walking around all steroided up. Hold on a second. Let me entertain this, even though I don't think it's true. I don't think that would be a thing that happens. But let me entertain it anyway, just for the hell of it. What if it was Logan versus Conor boxing? Or, yeah, I know you're joking, but let me entertain it. What I'm trying to figure out, because you got to think about this. The UFC's trying to get Conor back. But you got to do it in a way where even if he loses a fight against a Logan Paul or some shit like that, you got to do it in a way where you kind of even the playing field. Just imagine the views that would get on The Ultimate Fighter, and just imagine that views it would get if it was some sort of novelty fight inside the octagon. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never say never. Never say never. We don't have coaches of Ultimate Fighter. Could you imagine Logan just comes? He's fucking coaching the Ultimate Fighter. McGregor's confirmed for Tough. Is that? I don't know. Is that confirmed? Is it something new? Because everything I've been seeing, they're still searching. I still think McGregor, Tony Ferguson makes all the sense in the world. Logan versus Nick. How you doing? How you doing? Logan versus Nick Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen, that's something that realistically could actually happen. You get Nick a massive payday. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but that's something that could actually happen. Logan versus KHAMZAT, I don't know about that. But Logan versus Nick Diaz. Because what the hell do you do with Nick Diaz right now? Right? Clearly, it seems like he still wants to fight. What do you do with the guy? Shit, man. Now, I want to know in the chat, are any people, like, what are your thoughts on this, right? We're throwing it out there that Logan Paul could possibly be fighting in the UFC, okay? And I think down the road it's inevitable. I think it's going to happen. I really do. Not tomorrow. We're not going to get the announcement tomorrow. I would be shocked if the UFC is like, Dana's like, hey, baby, I'm going on ESPN. Logan Paul will be fighting before this year is up inside the octagon. Like, I would be like, what? Like, that would literally shock the hell out of me. But I think Prime is the way, some sort of sponsorship, and then this is going to lead into something. But I want to know in the chat, are you guys, like, are you interested in the Logan thing, or you want nothing to do with Logan Paul? You're like, no, keep me away from this nonsense. I'm curious. I think UFC needs it. Hold on, we got a little Kainoto.
Wonderful, wonderful.
They'll have to name it the Ultimate Felon by the time Conor decides to grace the UFC with his presence. Face it, he's done. He's out there blowing gay guys, assaulting women and throwing them overboard while everyone else has been fighting and training.
There is a story that released. Thank you, Kainoto. There was a story that released today where the girl that jumped off the yacht, her car was lit on fire. That story actually, that happened. That happened, yeah. So Conor's trying to put a hit on this girl, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Kainoto. Appreciate that. It's good for business. I'll watch him get his ass kicked in the UFC. Nope, no way, Susanna. Anna, you wouldn't want a little piece of that cringe. The King will return, says Dark Matter. That's right, he will.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Logan versus Shogun, commentary by Rogan. I don't think Logan is going to be fighting in the UFC at all, says Sober Carl. So he says no. I mean, listen, right now you're right. There's nothing that says he will fight in the UFC. There's this alleged announcement. Only 27 years of age, big UFC fan. I think he will. What's up, Masa? Damn, this show has become a must-watch. I've been watching a year, and it's better than any other MMA show. Let's go, baby. Come on, MMA Nut.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. Looks like Conor contacted D-Rest to take care of the girl. The UFC has a much greater talent, and Sideshow is an insult to them and shows Dana matchmaking skills. Slippin', says Michael Branch. Michael Branch not liking it. Let me ask you this, Michael. Were you in on the Brock Lesnar days? Were you against that as well? Because Brock getting inserted into the mix, too, was a little, circusy. But it worked. Got a lot of new fans. You got to think about this, too. The UFC pay-per-view numbers. When was the last time they released the numbers? It's been since what? I can't remember. I don't remember what card they released the numbers, but when they did, it wasn't very... Was it like Poirier, Oliveira or some shit? And it wasn't good. Thank you, Chadlin. I love you. But when was the last number? They haven't like released any pay-per-view numbers. I don't think their pay-per-views have been very good. I think they've been tanking on pay-per-views. They've been making their money other ways, the gate, sponsorships, ESPN Plus, whatever. But I don't think they've been doing very well on pay-per-views. So they're trying to figure out, okay, hey, Conor's coming back. Let's milk that. Maybe we can get Logan Paul to fight. That's going to bring a lot of crazy casuals. You kind of need it, man. Like, you need something. I'm not saying throughout the whole year, constant circus nonsense. No. We have our regular pay-per-views and our fight nights. We have our fun matchups, the rankings, all that traditional stuff. Yeah, keep that in place. You still need the juice, though. You still need the. I mean, I need it at least because I got to be honest. Like the COVID days were good. Like we had fun. It was a lot of fun, but I still was lacking that circus effect. Like I missed the Conor effect. I missed it. I missed those crazy press conferences and all that nonsense. And Colby Covington gave you a little bit of it, but it wasn't enough. I didn't get it as much. And then Sean Strickland came in and was saying some crazy stuff and made me a little interested, but then kind of fell flat when he actually fought. I need something a little spicy. It's just, I love the UFC no matter what. I'll follow it no matter what. But I just need a little zing, a little zest. And this cringiness that is Logan Paul and everyone either liking or not liking what Logan does, everyone arguing and yelling and screaming, it's going to be the next CM Punk, it's going to be the next Brock Lesnar. I need that. I want that. I'm yearning for that. I don't like Logan in any way. Like, I don't have any connection to Logan Paul. I'm not a fan of his YouTube channel. I'm not a fan of the WWE or any of that stuff. But I like watching people argue. And I like debating things that we're not quite sure of the answer. We don't know how Logan's going to do. We would assume that he's going to do terrible. We just don't know. And I like that. You know what's crazy? With all the money that they spent pursuing this BS power slap, they could have refunded their heavyweight champion of the world and pay him the money he deserves. Yeah, well, power slap, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother weird thing. But anyway, so that's what I think about the whole Logan situation. Here's the poll for now. I'll maybe dip back into this in a little bit, but so far, okay, so Prime sponsorship has taken the lead now, 33%, but it's still really close. 31% Logan fights inside the octagon, 26% say power slap collab, and 33% say sponsorship by Prime. Boxing crossover, 10%. Okay. All right, I'll leave it up there for a little bit. There are a bunch of stories I want to get to tonight. I thank you for stopping by. Make sure you insert your like in the box over here. We have 200 people, 68 likes. It does not make any sense. So bash it up. Hit the like button, completely free. If you'd like to donate, interrupt the show, hit that Streamlabs link or Super Chat. Thank you very much for doing that. We're going to move on to a couple other things. UFC Vegas 68 is tonight. I mean, not tonight. Is Saturday. I wish it was tonight. Is Saturday. And a little bit of complaining going on because of the time. And I understand, you know, like, we're kind of spoiled. We got our fights at certain times. We want to show up at that time and watch the fights. But this weekend late, because they're trying to hit, other markets out there. And it's a little weird because it is in the Apex to have it at a bizarre time, but it is what it is. It's going to happen. We're going to make the best of it. We're going to react to it on Saturday. But I want to know in the chat, are you guys bummed about this? Is this bothering you that Lewis versus Spivak, by the time that it might be 3 a.m. in the morning for some people? It might be, what? It's going to be late. Are you guys going to be up for this thing? Let me know what you're thinking about UFC Vegas 68. We're going to take a look at the card, but we got a donation.
Wonderful.
From Sinosi. High score, Kings.
I have more breaking news. Ariel Helwani is entering the octagon. He wants to find a way back into events. In all seriousness, who one YouTube personality that would crack you up entering the UFC? I mean more than the Pauls.
What YouTube personality would I like to see enter the UFC? I don't really watch enough YouTube to really... I don't think I'm qualified to answer that. Joe Rogan. He's not on YouTube anymore. Who wouldn't like to see him make that walk to the octagon? An old man fight. I don't know. Oh, you know what? True Geordie. I would like to see True Geordie get his ass whooped. That guy is like, he's the biggest, scariest looking human being on YouTube, yet he's the biggest puss bag. Like the things he says, the crying that he does on YouTube. Yeah, I would like to see him get his ass whooped. That'd be cool. My insomnia finally comes in handy. So Savage, it looks like he'll be in. Gonna have to smoke a little meth to watch the damn fights. We're gonna hit the meth, baby. What time West Coast? So here's the time for us. So they're saying, okay, prelims are gonna start at 8 p.m. our time, Arizona. So in California, that would be what, 7 p.m. for the prelims? And on the East Coast, that would be 10 p.m. Eastern time. Prelims starting at the time of a pay-per-view main card. And then the main card is starting at 11 p.m. Mountain Time. So that would be 1 Eastern time. True Jody's a wipe. Yeah, I don't get his shtick. Congratulations for doing so well, but not my cup of tea. He was like the biggest Conor dick rider for the longest time, and then
super chat.
Like he started crying about Conor in a way I was like, oh my god.
Why
dude.
do you think people won't let Khabib out of their mind? Like every post I go I see they find something to bring Khabib down. Example ARIEL Helvani.
So wait, what did ARIEL say about Khabib? I know ARIEL has a thing because of the Ali Abdelaziz connection, and he used to interview Khabib and then he didn't because of Ali. What do you think? And thank you for the donation, Ronaldo. Appreciate that. People won't let Khabib out of their mind. Like every post I go see, they find. Well, it comes with success too. Khabib, there's a lot of things. There are paths that are open for criticism with Khabib. Right. First off, the guy he did special things. He's unblemished in the UFC, so that's super special. He left on his own terms, and there's jealousy involved by a lot of fans out there. Also, there's also the culture thing. Some people are just fucking, listen. You know how people are. They're assholes. They're nudniks. They see a Muslim person like, I don't like Muslims. I don't like Khabib, right? That's how they are. I don't know. You see a successful guy like that, there's a bullseye. You can make fun of him. Some people, I don't know, or just knuckleheads. I horse around about Khabib, but I don't hate the guy. And I do respect what he did. But the fact that he left when he had a lot left in the tank and he could have solidified himself as the greatest, he could have even went up and smacked around welterweights over there as well. There are ways we can criticize for that. But why are we bringing him up now when he's off to his family? Why are we arguing about him? I don't know. I don't. I feel like he's gone now, right? So it's like, I did say, because he retired early when he did, I did say to the community, and I got a lot of heat for this, I said a lot of people are going to forget Khabib. They are going to forget him. He will be forgotten, especially if Islam keeps going on the path that he's going on. Like, he's willing to move up. He's not going anywhere. If Islam just rattles off title defenses and moves around and fights in different weight classes, no one's even going to be talking about Khabib. So that upsets the hardcore fan. I don't think like super Khabib fans are going to be able to stomach that. But there'll always be some sort of respect for the guy because he never lost. He never lost. But when you're talking GOAT conversation, he's going to be pushed so far aside down the road that it's going to upset the hardcore fans. So the arguing about Khabib is going to never stop. And there's the bear that he fought in the chat. It's never going to stop. It's going to be forever. And I don't think Khabib cares about it. I really don't. He did what he had to do. Can't respect a weight bully. He beat up my boy, so I'll never forgive him for that. Never. And his goons jumping Conor afterwards. She was beaten and battered. No, I'm kidding. Listen, the guy, when you talk about greatest lightweights of all time, you have to put him on top right now. But in time, it's not going to stay that way. I can say the same about Conor. Yeah, I mean, listen, Conor McGregor, he said, I'm going to get in the UFC. I'm going to become a double champ. He did that, right? He got in there. He became a double champ. And then after that, all the circus stuff, his foot was a balloon, all the craziness outside of the cage. Yeah, people could shit on Conor as well. But here's the thing. He's not going away. He's glutton for punishment. He's not going anywhere. He's keeping himself in the spotlight, which opens himself up to other criticism, So, anyone that has any sort of success, whether you went the Khabib route or you went with the Conor route, no matter what success you have, you're going to get shit on. It's just part of the game. People are jealous. So, Khabib's always going to get it. And I got to be honest, we could debate and argue and tease and make fun of it. For the people that take it so serious, you guys got to chill, man. It's not that big of a deal. If someone shits on Conor, I could laugh about it. It's funny. Like, you know, he's a knucklehead. If someone shits on Khabib, listen, there's so many things you can, you know, goof around about Khabib about. You know, it is what it is. People are just going to be like that. So don't be so sensitive. Conor sucked a D. He might have. He might have. He might be gay. There's a person on Twitter that's getting lit up. MMA Twitter is pretty vicious. They're pretty fucking vicious, man. I was observing what was going on with that, and it's just like people don't like when someone else is starting to do like
super chat.
become popular in some sort of way. People hate it.
One thing we agree on, he is the most dominant though.
Khabib, yeah, at lightweight, yeah. I mean, there's no question. When we talk GOAT, that's when we have some issues because we have limited evidence, right? Because he left on such a high note. But you can't criticize the fact that Khabib, you know, he left on his own terms, and that's very not many people can do that. So I need MMA Twitter. MMA Twitter is not my thing. It is literally, yeah, it's like a cesspool. Like YouTube has their, you know, their corners and their people, you know, trolling and stuff like that. But MMA Twitter, it's like Revenge of the Nerds on like steroids. It's nuts. These people on MMA Twitter are just, I don't know. I feel bad for people that grow in their platforms on that because it's like cancer, man. It's like straight up cancer. But I understand why people use it because it's instant information, right? Anyway, I got sidetracked. Thank you for the donation, Ronaldo. Appreciate that. So he spoke about a little bit of Logan Paul. We're looking at this card over here. It's a little late, but I'll be with you guys. We'll be hanging out. I'm looking forward to this. We got our boy Devin Clark, who was getting high with us during the last power slap. Let me know in the chat if you want to see more of those getting high with fighters while we watch the power slap. Might be a new segment. We didn't talk much power slap, but it was fun. But he's got a tough fight, man. Don Jung. Tabor versus Ivanov. Who else we got? Nelson versus Do Choi. When was the last time he fought? Get out of here, Brock. Get out of my way. Wasn't Choi supposed to like fight for his country or something like that? Man, what a weird story this guy was. Do Choi. Where are you? Every time I see this kid, the Korean Superboy, like, yo, I always think about the Cub Swanson fight. That fight was nuts. He's still only 31 years old, and he is on a bad run here. His last fight was 2019. He did have a canceled bout 2021, Danny Chavez. Wow, the last time he won a fight was 2016. Oh my God, how old was he then? He got the finish in the first round. He was 25 years old. So here he is. And now he is 31. Boy. God, I'm rooting for him. I like this kid. He's fun, but oh my God. It's 2016 was the last time he won. But the Korean fan base is fun. That's why I'm looking forward to Saturday. They're fun. They spam the chat and go nuts. I did see Strickland calls out Costa. We'll talk about it. So basically, we're going to talk about everything tonight. We'll talk about everything. The Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen has me salivating. If Arnold Allen beats Max Holloway, my prediction's looking strong, baby. Strong. I was when I heard Arnold Allen got hurt, I was like, damn, man, there goes my prediction. But now he might be fighting Max in April. That's a good fight. Anyway, this card's fun. You know, you got the Korean talent over here. Got a little China, Japan, whatever the hell. You got a little everything. So that's happening. The return of Derek Lewis. What's Derek Lewis in the odds right now? Lewis Spivak. Anyone betting on Lewis? I think I'm going to throw a bet on Lewis. He's a plus 180. Spivak's look really good. But, you know, it's not in Texas. Black Beast lost to Pavlovich, lost to Tuivasa. Last win was Daukus. Before that, Cyril Gane. Spivak beat Sakai and Greg Hardy. Lost to Tommy Espinal. Boy, oh boy. I gotta ride. I gotta ride with Black Beast, baby. I gotta go back on the Black Beast bet. He can't lose. He's been looking in great shape. So I'm probably gonna be making that bet as the week we see the weigh-ins and all that stuff. Lewis 50-50. I know it's a risky one, but I'll probably be throwing the bet on him. Black Bees hits harder than Francis Ngami. Dark Matter NZ Chur, brother. Betting on Lewis. Hope Lewis and under. Yeah, I don't know. You might want to catch him now. Plus 190. My bookie. I feel like the line's going to get a little closer. It's 180 here. I don't know. Should I throw the bet in now or should I wait? No, I'm going to wait. Fuck it. I still need to see that face-off. I'm not going to do the Monday bets. But yeah, I'll probably be better on Lewis. Hopefully it looks like shit at the weigh-ins. I don't know. Get it now. It probably is at the best plus you're going to get it. But I'm going to wait. I want to get all the information before I make that bet. So Black Beast. This fight will start at what? It's going to be late. Yeah, I'm going to wait until the weigh-ins for sure. Because if he looks really terrible, then I can't pull the trigger. All right, so yeah, so this card's going to be fun. I'm leaning towards Black Beast. Like I said, Devin Clark I'm sure he's an under here. He's a plus 190. Oh boy, Devin. Are you going to win this fight? Oh, man, Devin needs to win bad. This guy's big, huh? 6'4". Oof. 78.5 reach to 75. Devin's always undersized, though, at light heavyweight. Besides William Knight, but William was thick. He fights closer to his weight here. He's got those big tree trunk legs. What do you guys think? Is Devin going to get it done? I hope he does. I don't know if I'm going to put a bet on him. I want to. But it's so tough, man. Jung is coming off a loss, but I feel like it's tailor-made for him. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think about Devin on this? And Devin, if you're watching, listen, I'm rooting hard for you. I'm just nervous. I was nervous against William Knight, too. And you pulled that off. Aspinall should fight Ty on his comeback. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, because if Ty flatlines Aspinall, that puts him right back in the picture again. And if Aspinall beats up Ty, Ty's been on a little bit of a slide. Yeah, I like that. I know. I'm afraid to bet on Devin, too. It would be a straight up, like, I like the guy. Devin by ground and pound. I tell you what, did you see what Jung did to when he fought William Knight? Oh, my God. He was ragdolling him. It's a big dude, man. I know he lost his last fight. Let's see. He got knocked out by Jacoby. He knocked out Inchikwu. He just dominated William Knight. Sam Alvey, what you got to do there? Mike Rodriguez knocked him out. Mike Rodriguez hasn't really done much in the UFC, though. 6'4" Korean. I didn't know they made him that big. I didn't know. Did you guys know that? Let's see. There we go. This was porous. Okay, so let's talk about something else over here. We're talking about a little UFC Vegas 68. Let's move swiftly. Through. Hit the fucking like button. How many times do I gotta fucking tell you? Hit the like button over here. What are we doing? 89 likes, 200 people watching. Let's go, baby. Smash that up. I don't know what we're waiting for. It's a Monday night. I know everyone hates Mondays. But we're here hanging with the boys. I mean, I just want to see this like grow over here so I can, I'm coming. I just want to come all over that like button. So just hit it up, baby. Let's smash it up. All right. Let's talk about Raul Rosas Jr. You guys remember Raul Rosas Jr.? How many people in the chat know who this guy is? He's in the bottom right corner of our thumbnail over here. I'm getting your thoughts in the chat, I'm gonna put in for monetization because we always get demonetized here. So let me put it in real quick. There we go. Review requested. Thank you very much. You guys know who he is, right? Hey, thank you for sticking your thumbs in my like button. Appreciate that. Yeah, Raul Rosas Jr., the young Mexican phenom, says not only will he be champion by the end of the year, He says he'll be a 3-division champion. Now, not by the end of the year because it's impossible. But this guy is aiming for 3 different weight classes to dominate. Raul Rosas Jr. I like his confidence. So let me pull this up over here. Raul Rosas Jr. I like this kid. I really do. I got a lot of heat for making fun of his looks, but I mean, come on. People need to loosen up a little bit. Someone said he looked like a claymation character. He does. All right, let's go to the news department over here. Raul Rosas Jr. Where are you? Where are you, my man? I didn't put it in here? Oh, okay, hold on. Rosas Jr. El Nino. Okay, he plans to win a UFC title within a year, according to MMA Fighting and multiple outlets over here. There he is with his big sombrero. Let me get out of here. Whoop. But yeah, he says, I'm just getting started, Rosas said. This is nothing to me, man. I ain't celebrating nothing until I have 3 belts around my waist. 135, 145, 155. Let's go. Woo! Yeah! Bantamweight, feather, lightweight. Raul Rosas Jr. looking to take all the belts. Now, with his style of grappling at 18 years old, I mean, not impossible. It really isn't impossible for this kid to pull this off. The kid looks really good. He looks solid. They put the right guys in front of him. I just don't know about the end of the year. Might be a little bit too much. But the end of next year, maybe? You never know. 2024, 2025-ish? You never know. Bantamweight looks real. I mean, he's a big kid. He can keep making that 135-pound weight class with his grappling. Yeah, he could be a problem. Pump the brakes, though, going up to 155, though. I feel like we're going a little too crazy over here. But I like the fact that he's confident. I like the fact that he's always smiling. He's having fun out there. And this kid could be the youngest champion the UFC has ever seen, and Raul Rosas Jr. So I want to know in the chat. I know it's early for Rosas Jr. to be making these predictions, but what do you think? Are you like, oh, this guy's going to get humbled quickly, or this guy's a real deal? I see Bo Nickel says Grimace in the chat. So I see a Bo Nickel confidence, and you should have confidence in Bo. We still, listen, he's going to beat up. He's going to win his next fight. They threw him an easy one in his next one, but we'll see what Bo's got. He looks good. Okay, Nova saying, oh, we got the Hearns.
Wonderful.
We got the Hearns coming in.
He's a little guy, Mystic. No way, lol. Took a really good picture up close. He's no 5'9".
Wow, you don't think he's 5'9", huh? You think he's smaller? Raul Rosas Jr. Let's see. Was he? Raul. These stats are definitely. Thank you, Hearns. Appreciate the $2 donation. They got him in at 5. Yeah, they got him in at 5'9". Oh, he's still growing too. He's only 18. I think you still grow, right? Can you grow until you're like 24 or something? He might still be growing. He's not even a man yet. That's crazy, man. 18 years old, this kid. 18 years old. So we'll see. I mean, I tell you what, with his style of fighting, guys like Sean O'Malley won't want to fight this dude down the road. This kid's got he's got some slick grappling. You said you're 5'9" and you're taller? Also, you got to remember you had shoes on. He probably didn't, right? But yeah, these stats are misleading. You never know. Sometimes they are off. Very talented young fighter. Throw him against O'Malley next fight. Just throw him right in there. You know what's funny? Like the crazy side of me would love that. It's never going to happen. But if the UFC were to say, all right, fans, would you be against this? I know it's not fair to the fighters, but would you be against me throwing Raul Rosas Jr. just right into a top 5 fight? I'm like, no. I'm like, go. Let me know in the chat. Would you be like, oh, no, you got to do it the right way? I wouldn't give a fuck. I feel like a nut job like this. He's got the Mexican heart. I would love to see it. Rosas versus Figgy. Everyone is like the Cody Garbrandt fight, right? His opponent fell out. Everyone's just taking Figgy and just throwing him in every direction. Fight this guy. Fight that guy. You know, he just fought. Rosas versus Figgy. There's Figgy again. Did you see the Impulsive podcast with Sean? He says he doesn't box even in camp. All he does is jiu-jitsu, and that's why he has been doing for about 6 years now. I did hear him say something like that. Yeah, O'Malley is big on recovery, sleep, like not getting hurt in camp, treating his body right, and it's worked. He's right now the #1 bantamweight, right? So it's worked. The Sean Strickland approach of you're supposed to get battered in the gym, I don't know if that's really the best way to go. Figgy be good. Another Figgy fan for this. If Sean O'Malley and that kid with the green hair went several rounds, I'm sure Raul can hang. Mutino. Chris Mutino, who's not in the UFC anymore. I mean, you could probably make an argument. I know this is very disrespectful to what Sean O'Malley's done, but with his style of fighting, you could make an argument that this kid versus Sean O'Malley would be like an epic fight. 18 years of age. I think O'Malley's, 27? Almost 10 years younger. And I think he would give him a tough time. I really do. This shit that we've seen from this kid on the ground, like even if he's in hot water, the way he like adjusts and how composed he is at 18 years of age is pretty, like, you can't really teach that to people. And he's already got that. So I think once he starts filling into his body a little bit more and, starts tightening up his skills, this kid is going to be a problem. But yeah, of course we were like, yeah, throw him right in the mix. That's, as a fan, we would love to see that. If the UFC does the right thing and brings him up slow, when you have please don't laugh. When you have Aljamain I'm always going to laugh at that. I don't know what that night when that kid came in with his rap song and we played it and we were dancing to it and then he just fucking fell off. Like, that was the weirdest night ever. Only certain people would know what we're talking about there. What was I saying? I got thrown off by the please don't lack. But yeah, Aljamain Sterling, when he was watching the Contender Series and he was talking shit about this kid, like when you got the champ like taking shots at an 18-year-old that just got a contract, the youngest Contender Series guy to get a contract, and Aljo's trained with the kid, like, I have a feeling bantamweights are like, oh man, this kid's gonna be a problem. Ollie Cowboy's sleeping on O'Malley. He's got Irish genes. He's the most exciting striker in the UFC right now. The most exciting striker in the UFC? No. Do you really think that? The most exciting striker in the UFC. I mean, I think Sean O'Malley's a very good striker, yes. The most exciting? When I think exciting strikers, I think of guys like, let me think of I wouldn't call Izzy an exciting striker. He's very smart, but see, who's an exciting striker? See, when I think exciting, I think like brawlers. Like, I think of like Drew Dobers, like that excites me. Michael Chandler, that's exciting. Reckless lunatics, that's exciting. If you're saying intelligent striker, O'Malley's a very, very intelligent striker. Wonder Boy, not exciting but intelligent. COMZAT, Max Holloway's a very good striker. Is he exciting? No. Lawler, exciting. Gaethje, exciting. Yair Rodriguez, exciting. When they're throwing with intent to kill you, like take your fucking head off, that excites me. Kevin Holland. Yeah, Kevin throws with some vicious intent. Yeah, Derek Lewis swings out of his fucking trunks the way he throws. Poirier. You know what? Poirier is like, and I'm not the biggest Poirier fan, but he's the perfect mix because he's intelligent, yet he's exciting. Like Poirier's he's got a nice blend of striking. When he goes in there, he's looking to put you down, but he's got a pretty technique. He's a good boxer. Paulo Costa, he's an exciting striker, yeah. Edson Barboza, yeah, like those guys. I think Sean O'Malley's he's very technical. He's smart with his striking. He doesn't like to get hit, which is very smart. It's like Izzy. Izzy don't want to get hit either. Yuri's exciting, 100%. Yeah, I think we get the hint. Anyway, so Raul Rosas Jr. Here we go. Let's do this now. I'm going to take the Logan out of the chat because it looks like it's basically the same thing. We got 250 votes here. If you missed the Logan Paul segment, run it back and let me know in the comments section what you think about that, because I do want to know everyone's thoughts on that, because it is fascinating to me. We made the analogy to Brock Lesnar and all this stuff, and our predictions and what we think the announcement's going to be tomorrow. So that's earlier in the stream. So let me know. But right now, 34% says Logan will fight inside the octagon. So that has taken the lead again. Very close. Interesting poll. This is my kind of poll. Flip-flopping around. I like this. Okay. All right. I'm going to end this one. And I'm going to ask you guys in the chat, Raul Rosas Jr. Raul Rosas Jr. Will he be a champion? Not when or, will he be a champion by? Raul Rosas Jr. Will he be UFC champ? Now, I need you guys to get these votes in quickly and swiftly, okay? Because we got other topics I do want to tickle tonight. We've been going 71 minutes. I want to thank everyone that hit the donation button. You guys are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I want to thank everyone that hit the like button as well. Jamal Hill is disgusting how he did Glover. Don't like that, homie. Oh, man. He did do Glover dirty. I think he needs to be more humble. Yeah, 18 years old. His people do have to rein him in for sure. Rosas lacks physical strength. Once he gets stronger, he'll have a chance. Yeah, only 18 years of age. Like, think about it. How much stronger is this kid going to get? And he still looks strong. I'm curious, like so I think the reason why this kid is saying that he's going to be a champ in 3 divisions, I think he realizes he can't be a bantamweight for long. He's 5'9". He's going to fill into his frame a little bit more. So he needs to get up the ladder as quick as possible. This way he can move up. I think that's where we're at with him. But Raul Rosas Jr. coming off his submission in the first round against Jay Perrin, and he started off his UFC career as a -280 favorite. It's incredible to think of an 18-year-old doing this. But yeah, that's what I think it's going to happen. Him and his team are probably going to say, let's try to push this as quick as possible to try to get his strap at 135 and get the hell out, because he's going to fill out. He doesn't have to be more humble. Fook, whoever said that, says Tim. I'm with you, Tim. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If you have an 18-year-old with a lot of talent and you're the gym that's training a kid like this, you do want to humble him, knock him down a little bit. Because look at Izzy. Like, Izzy had to get knocked down at the gym. He's still getting knocked down at the gym, right? And then he won the belt, this and that, and then he started becoming Izzy, paint the nails, do the trash talk, whatever. So he does have to get knocked. I would say this. You can still be a shithead on the mic and go out there and talk smack. As long as he's humbled inside the gym, that's what matters. As long as he's humbled inside the gym, as long as his coaches are still in his head and can guide him in the right path, I think he'll be fine. I do. So if whatever he says on the mic, it's all good. As long as a person, his team's got him in check. Kid's still living with his parents. Let's look at the poll over here. Will Raul Rosas Jr. be champion? Let's see. So 55% so far saying yes. And 45% saying okay, interesting. We'll leave that there for a little bit. Get your votes in. He's amazing on the mic. I kind of dig it. Yeah, I kind of dig his trash talk and the thick accent and his confidence. I like him. Okay. Next. Where do you want to go? You want to go Strickland Costa? Or you want to go Blessed versus Arnold Allen? I like both of those fights for different reasons. Which route you want to go in the chat? You want to talk Blessed and Arnold Allen? Or Costa versus Strickland? That's what I want to know. First person that says it will go in that direction. The woman that accused McGregor had her car set on fire. I did see that, yes. Okay. John Guy says Costa. We're going to talk about Costa versus Strickland. Let's go over to Shawnee Boy's IG. It's always popping over here. And here's the call out with Paulo. I'm not Paulo Costa. With what's his name? Marvin Vittori.
I'm just out here with my boy Marvin Vittori, looking all metrosexual like he just walked out of Europe. Out here with Johnny Parsons, fighting diabetes and obesity. Let's go. Let's see that belly. Strength coach.
You're representing the non-binary kind of bullshit.
All right, hey, don't get me kicked off Instagram. Yo, Costa, I think we should fight, bro. It fucking makes sense, you know. I don't know if you're drunk, if you're gonna be able to make weight, if you're eating cookies. Let's make this shit happen.
Okay, there's the call out. Very kind of friendly call out, you know. Took a couple of shots, made fun of his buddies. It's kind of funny because you do have Marvin Vittori, who's been his guy, man. It was Chris Curtis for a while. You know, he's still cool with Chris Curtis, but Marvin Vittori's been popping up a lot, and they're like right next to each other in the rankings. So they're trying to avoid each other. But he calls out Paulo Costa, and I got to be honest, Paulo Costa, he went from fighting Robert Whittaker to possibly Sean Strickland. I think that's a better fight for Paulo, right? If you're gonna fight one Whittaker or Strickland, which guy would you rather fight? I would imagine Sean Strickland would be a guy you'd be more interested in if you're Paulo Costa. So for the final fight of his contract, Paulo Costa, would you sign that fighting Sean Strickland? Looking at the rankings over here, Sean came in on short notice. They fought at a catch weight. And let's see. Sean sitting at 7, Paulo at 6. Why not? Why not? What does Paulo Costa do? Because even if you're going to fight one more, you want to fight one more in your contract, and then you want to go, test the waters, you beat the shit out of Sean Strickland, who's going to sell the shit out of that fight, and then go on your merry way. Make a ton of money fighting some novelty stuff, or do whatever the hell you're going to do after that. I think that makes incredible sense. And I think it's a fascinating matchup. I really do. Like, listen, is Paulo Costa the best middleweight in the division? No, he's not. Like, Luke Rockhold had his moments. Now, Paulo battered him, but still, Luke Rockhold did have his moments in that fight. And you saw what Izzy did to him. You know, you think about Pereira, you think about Izzy, Robert Whittaker. I see problems for Paulo. But you think Sean Strickland, I see a path to a victory. And Strickland could shock the world, man. Sticks to a game plan, stops the takedowns, just peppers him with the combos, hits him with the jab. Maybe Strickland can get that decision again. And then he moves up the rankings. It's a win-win for everybody. I love this fight. Absolutely love this fight. Now, who would I be rooting for? I'd be rooting for Sean Strickland. I would. I don't hate Paulo Costa, but I'd be rooting for Sean Strickland. Because I feel like the days are numbered with Paulo. I feel like he's not going to be in the UFC much longer. But Strickland, he's funny. So I think I'd be rooting for Sean Strickland in this fight. I think it's a very tough fight. I might lean towards Paulo winning the actual fight, but I'm rooting for Strickland here. But I could see a path to Strickland winning a decision. Wouldn't be impossible. Fun fight. You know there's going to be some damage. And I think Paulo Costa will bring out the dog in Sean. So, yeah, give it to me. What do you guys think? Who wins? Do you like the matchup? What do you think about the call-out? Let me hear it. Costa takes it, says Damn Savage. Well, Damn Savage is like, I got to be honest with you. If Damn Savage came out of the closet, I would not be surprised because Paulo Costa, that is the one guy Damn Savage would go gay for. There's no doubt in my mind. He responds to like every single thing that Costa puts out there. So I don't know. Damn Savage. I think you make a cute couple. I agree with that, Moss. I like Strickland too, but I don't think. Hold on, I lost you. I don't see him beating COSTA. COSTA, STEI, great fight. I think it's a great fight too. I do. And then what are we doing with Robert Whittaker? Where's he going? What's happening? That's kind of messed up, right? COSTA kind of pulls out, and then he's fighting. He's paired up with Strickland. Great fight. Be a dog fight. I can see Strickland and COSTA getting drinks after. Probably, yeah. They both. It doesn't seem like Strickland hates the guy. Strickland is just a mouthpiece from a Canadian trailer park in Wisconsin. Wow. If I go gay, it'll be for Sanosi. Well, I don't blame you. Whittaker needs to go to 205 already. What? I still think Whittaker can get that belt back. I really do. I would love to see Whittaker versus Pereira. It's not going to happen next. Hey, Mas, I haven't checked out the UFC schedule. What's the next one? The next one here. Actually, I put it on the Discord. The whole schedule over here. We'll segue into that in a second. Bum 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 ba-dum. Dun 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 dun. I got Strickland by decision as well. I mean, not impossible. Not impossible. If Strickland, if anything, he knows how to win a decision. He's got a good team. He's got Eric Nixick. There's Eric over there. By the way, I got to reach out to Eric and get him on the show. I really want to chat with him. He seems like a nice dude. All right. So 2023, we got the Apex, Derek Lewis, Spivak. Next, Islam Makhachev versus Volkanovski, baby. So February 4th, we got the Lewis Spivak. We got this Makhachev versus Volkanovski. I got to reach out to Goldie, lock that up. I think we should be good to go. So we'll have Goldie on the 1 and 2s. The MMA-Holes broadcast team, that's going to be fucking fire. So make sure you subscribe for that. What else here? Then after that, you got February 18th, Vera versus Sandhagen. 25th, Andre Fili versus Lucas Almeida. March 4th, you got Jones versus Gahn. So we're kicking off the month, 285, with a banger of a pay-per-view. Fight Night 221, March 11th, Jan versus Dvalishvili. That's following the big 285 card. 286. So we got the Fight Night there at March 11th, and then March 18th, 286. Wait, what? Hold on a second. So March, we're having 2 pay-per-views? What? The Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards pay-per-view in London. Wait, isn't that like a July thing or a June, July? I think it's like July or June. Don't they have 2 events? They're going to have another month with 2 pay-per-views? Oh, man. What are we doing? Dude, $80 a pop? Like, what are you doing? Who are we kidding? This card sucks, is Michael Branch. Which one? The Lewis versus Spivak? I don't hate it. But then we have, you know, we got an MMA hole in the co-main event, so I don't hate it. But yeah, that's wild. I didn't even know that. So March, you have 2 pay-per-views. And then April 8th, you got Pereira versus Adesanya. Damn, it's like pay-per-view city. Macy Barber versus Andrea Lee. UFC on ESPN 43. So I'm assuming these cards over here, these are only a couple of fighters that are on the card. I'm assuming that, you know, they're going to be adding a lot more fighters on this. So, okay. All right. So these cards are going to fill out a little bit more. But if that's true, in March, 2 pay-per-views in 1 month. What are we doing here? All right, let's move on to Holloway versus Arnold Allen, which is delightful for me. I'm an Arnold Allen fan. I think, like I said, I picked him to be the champion by the end of 2023. Arnold Allen's going to shock the world to become champ. Now, he has a very tough task as he is fighting Blessed Max Holloway. It's going down April, or they're targeting for April. Let me see if they put anything on Tapology for this. Let's see. Maxi boy. I know a lot of people are going to pick Blessed in this fight. I'm hoping Arnold Allen is plus money. I'll be throwing money on what am I doing here? That's not Max Holloway. Max Blessed Holloway. Man, you gotta love Tapology. So it's confirmed. Confirmed upcoming bout. So when's the date on this thing? The 15th. April 15th. Arnold Allen has been on fire. Arnold is 100% breaking both hands on Max's chin. Worried about Max. He's taking a lot of punishment. I know Arnold. This fight, man, if you're worried about the mental health of Max Holloway, this is not a fight you want to see him. I mean, this is a barn burner. This is a barn burner of a fight. Like, whoever wins this thing, we're going to be in for a ride. But nothing against Max Holloway. I've always been a Max Holloway fan. And he's still only 31 years of age. It's freaking nuts, man. I feel like this guy should be 40 right now, but he started so young. So he's 5'11". Allen's 5'8". Max has got the 69-inch reach, and Allen has an inch advantage at 70 inches. Yeah, Allen's 29, Holloway 31. So this should be a fun one. 19-1-0. Arnold Allen versus the former champ, Max Blessed Holloway. Who are you picking in this fight? In fact, I'll throw a poll here as we got some of these Rosas poll votes in. All right, so, wow. You guys say 63% think Rosas Jr. will be a UFC champion? Damn, you guys are high on Rosas Jr. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to end that. Let me ask who's going to win this fight. Start a poll. Who wins? Holloway or Allen? Okay. Get your votes in quickly. I'm curious what you guys think. Max is unfortunately on the not so blessed CTE Express. It should be a good. This is a great fight. It's really this has got me pumped up, man. It's a good fight. It should be a good one. Max is unfortunately on the not so blessed. Max versus Allen is fire. I mean, if you haven't seen Arnold Allen fight, well, you're gonna be in for a treat. You're gonna be in for a treat. I think Max might be broken now. Allen, always for Holloway, bro, but Allen is a machine. I'm a Max hater, but I might pick him. Are you a Max hater?
Hey man, why you gonna be so mad? Why you gonna be mad at me? You know? Why you gotta pick against me? I like to speak pigeon and shit. Best is best, you know what I'm saying?
How do you hate on Max? Volk to the rest of his soul, probably. Took the rest of his soul, probably. Allen is a beast. Max is taking too much damage. Damn Savage got a different kind of hunger. Fucking woo.
I'm gonna take him out, yo. I'm gonna beat up his traps. I'm gonna be punching. I'm gonna be throwing jabs at his traps and shit. I'm gonna be knocking his mop around, you know. I'm gonna show everyone that I am the best. I'm the best striker in the game.
I'm looking forward to it. Okay, poll coming in. Holloway 42%, Allen 58% with 33 votes. All right, I'll leave it in there. Wow. Wow. People picking Allen. You must be on the mystical train. You must be knowing something here that Arnold Allen will be the 145-pound champ by the end of 2023. La 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 la, lock it up. All right, let's see what other stories we got over here as we're rolling through a beautiful stream. Jorge Masvidal shoots down Gilbert Burns 5-round BMF request. I'm so over Jorge. People have known this for a minute now. I am off. Like, I am out. I like watching Jorge fight. I think he's exciting. I do. I like the fact that he's always looking to take your head off. So I always love that. But like the lead up to fights with Jorge Masvidal, I'm so like the fans, his cringiness. Like I'm just like, I'm good. But here's Gilbert Burns on Twitter. And Gilbert says, come on, Dana White, April 8th has to be 5 rounds. Put that belt on the line. Everybody knows it's only one guy in the UFC that fights anyone. Hashtag UFC 287. So Gilbert wants the coveted BMF belt. Don't we all, right? Such a great belt. But Jorge's like, I only need 3 rounds. If they pay me BMF money, which the UFC ain't going to put up for the money. So sorry, Gilbert. Masvidal said Monday on the MMA Hour, I already got my contract. I already signed my shit. I could give a fuck less. So Masvidal's just too cool for that fight and the belt. So Masvidal saying he's going to take him out. He don't need more than 3 rounds. Gilbert wants to fight 5 rounds. Do you care? Do you want to see a BMF belt? Like, what are we doing here? Rainbow say no. Rangers, I spoke about it on the second channel. Rangers declining to wear the gay pride jerseys. I did speak about that. Jorge is still 19 years old mentality. No way Masvidal gets another title shot. He hold on, I lost you. Don't have the gas for 5 rounds. He's not wrong. Jorge lost me with the Colby thing, cheap shot. He fought Chimaev. It's time for Jorge to give it up. I know, right? You fucking go the distance with Chimaev and you can make an argument that Gilbert Burns won that fight. I mean, that's some BMF status right there. What the hell would happen if Jorge Masvidal fought Chimaev? Gilbert will beat the brakes off of Jorge. I'll never forget how Usman cracked his chin. Also that submission where Jorge looked like he was helpless gazelle. Yeah, so I'm assuming Jorge is, he's tightening up his grappling. I've seen him, getting his, his wrestling earmuffs on in the gym and rolling around doing his thing there. So I'm assuming that that's what he's working on. We know he has power, but so does Gilbert. So this should be a fire fight. I think 3 is all we need as well. I don't think we need 5 rounds for this. And the BMF thing is just, I was over it when they announced it. I thought the BMF was always stupid. So that's my feelings on that. Conor McGregor set the girl's car on fire that jumped off the yacht. According to Bloody Elbow, a woman accused Conor McGregor of assault had her car set on fire. So, my God. Like, his life is a movie, man. And his foot was a balloon. Conor McGregor. Gordai are investigating suspected criminal damage by fire incident that occurred at approximately 10 p.m. on Thursday, January 19, 2023, at a residential premises in Duringma, Dublin. I don't know, I'm probably saying that wrong. 12. Let's see. No injuries were reported. The course of the incident, no arrests have been made. At this stage, investigations are ongoing. Oh, look! Imagine you see like some sort of surveillance camera with Conor just running with a bottle of like, I don't know, like a gallon of gasoline and a lighter in his hand, and he's just just dousing the car in gas and just laughing like a leprechaun. Oh, light the fire, matey. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but it's just crazy, man. It could be like a crazy fan. It could be him putting a hit on the girl. We don't know. We don't know. It seems like the cops don't know either. But that happened. The Irish Mafia, maybe. Conor's going to get himself into a coke-fueled downward spiral. Some may say he's already found himself there, but I don't know what this is about. I have no idea. But yeah, he's burning people's cars, or he's accused of burning people's cars. So add that to all the fun stuff. This is pretty cool. It's kind of funny, like, finally Laura Sanko's getting her debut, the commentary debut, which he definitely deserves. I've been hard on the ladies in a lot of situations here, but I can't be hard. Well, I could be hard with Laura Sanko, if you know what I mean.
Wonderful.
But I can't be too hard on her because she's very intelligent, man. She's actually good on the mic, and she knows how to hold that mic, if you know what I'm saying,
Wonderful.
But she's going to be out there, and she's going to be calling UFC Vegas 68. Are they burying her by putting her on a card that a lot of people are going to be asleep for? I don't know. Say what you will, but this is a big monumental moment in UFC history. The first female commentary, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the first person on the mic during a commentary session at a UFC fight. So that's a big deal for Laura Sanko. So congratulations to her for doing that. And what do you think? You pumped up? You want to see more of Laura Sanko? I got to be honest. I think she's better. I think she's better than Dominic Cruz. I think she's better than Paul Felder. No offense, Paulie. I think she's better. She's better than DC. and I love DC as a fighter and a sexual. No, who else is she better than? Heck, you could say she's better than Rogan. I mean, Rogan's kind of fallen off a little bit. So I don't think she's going to be doing the play-by-play. I guess she's going to be an analyst. Who's going to be on the team here? Taking the next step to join the UFC commentary team has been a goal of mine since I began my broadcast career. It is an honor to walk in the footprint of Kathy Long 30 years after her appearance on UFC 1. I didn't even know. Oh, shit, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. There was a chick that did it. Not a big deal. I consider it a true privilege to be part of the team that is the voice of our incredible fans, communication, the fighting art of each man and woman who steps inside the octagon via UFC.com. So there's Laura Sanko. Who's going to be on the team? She's 40, looking good. The 4-year-old has been grinding on Dana White's Contender Series. She's also been grinding on Strauss.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Been grinding on that as well. But yeah, you like Bisping? Listen, I like Bisping, but not on the commentary team. I don't understand how you can have a one guy, a one eye. Sorry, how do you have a guy there on the commentary? Now, granted, he's a former champion. He's competed, so he's knowledgeable. It's not like he's not knowledgeable, but he's got one eye, so he's gonna be missing some stuff. And he's a raging alcoholic. I think he's better off on his YouTube channel, just doing his thing over there. Who wouldn't grind on her? She's hot, says Tim Butler. So what do you think? Laura Sanko. She's good, though. Anything I've heard on the Contender Series or anything like that, she's actually good. She's not bad. I don't really have much bad to say about her. DC is the worst. John Anik is the best by far. But here's the thing. John Anik is a play-by-play guy. DC is a color commentator, right? An analyst. Like, so it's different. They're like, I don't understand how people don't know this by now. Like, you have one guy that's the play-by-play, and then you have the analyst. You know, it's not like the MMA-Holes where me and Jess just go back and forth, and we're both play-by-play people and whatever. Like, Anik is a play-by-play guy. Well, he's supposed to be. There's not really much play-by-play going on anymore. I just associate John Anik's voice with the big UFC nights. Yeah, he does the pay-per-views. You have, who's the other guy? Fitzgerald, who does the fight nights. And who else does fight night play-by-play? Who's the other guy? Fitzgerald? I don't know who the other guy is. I can't remember. Put Darren Till at the desk so he can call everyone a Muppet. That would be entertaining. His eyes are so close together, though, that you can actually say that he has one eye as well. All right, so Laura Sanko on the mics. We spoke about Logan Paul. We spoke about Shawnee Strickland. We spoke about the UFC schedule. There we go, baby. There we go. I think we covered everything we needed to cover tonight. I will leave it to the chat now, as we have done about an hour 40. I'll leave it to the chat. How you doing, chat? Is there anything that we missed that you'd like to chat about? Let me know in my beautiful chat room over here. Thank you for the likes, and thank you for the donations for the stream. Appreciate that. Holloway 55% now over Arnold Allen. So Arnold Allen 45, Holloway 55. Get your votes in, and let's pull it to you guys. Let's see what you got. We'll end it with the chat. Just because he has one eye doesn't mean shit. Oh, one-eyed Nicole. How dare you? Oh, there you are. You know, we were asking about you the other night when we had the open group hangout on Saturday. We're like, where's Nicole? Quit staring at me, Roberto. You are freaking me out. I have a thing against one-eyed people. If I am getting advice from someone, like, so say for instance, if someone is sitting cage side and trying to tell me what's going on in a fight, I'd prefer them to have two eyes so they could see everything. You were sleeping. Arnold Allen gets a title shot if Max gets the KO. I'm with you, man. Wait, if Max gets KO'd, yes. I think Arnold Allen, like, he wins this fight, he is next. And you know the UFC wants someone else from the UK fighting for the belt. So my prediction is going to come true, and I'll be completely mystical. Bisping and Nicole have to share a pair of 3D glasses. Nicole's the best. I like Nicole. She's one of the few women of the chat. You have Aunt Ann, you got Nicole, and you got that one girl. Those are the big three of the chat, right? Who else we got? Who am I missing out of the females? Kendall. If she was here, she would be another one that's a staple of the community. Dennis saying, wonderful, wonderful. ELLIE is another one. What's that? Who? I can't hear. Wanda? Ah, she left. I don't think is Wanda still here? I don't think she's. What was her name? Wanda what? Oh, there was a Wanda that was in the chat. She was very nice as well, but I haven't seen her in a while. Most active 7%ers. I think there's some lurkers as well, but I understand why they don't come into the chat. Let's see. If Max gets dominated, should he hang it up? No, he's only 31, but I could understand why people are saying it. What was it, 3 fights ago where he was like really slurring and people thought that he had brain damage? And then it kind of cleared up. He got a little better on the mic. You do wonder about his mental health, Max Holloway. You do. He's too young to be slurring the way he is. Or maybe it's just how he talks. I don't know. But 31 years of age, he's been through a lot. The head trauma. Max is fighting Arnold Allen. I remember Jessica, she pissed a lot of people off. Yeah, Jessica G. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame Jessica G left. She was very supportive, and she wanted the best for us, but then completely snapped.
Ah, super chat.
Waz.
Dana SMKS the wife. WHT better time for Sankoho.
Wait. Dana SMKS smacks the wife. Wife better time for Sanko. I don't know what you're trying to say. I appreciate the donation. Are you trying to say he's going to slap Sanko? Is it good timing for Sanko? I don't. Help me out here. I appreciate that donation, though. He needs to hang with his hottie girlfriend, wife. Max has a very. I think he got divorced and then married this other chick, and she's very pretty. She hit him first. She got what she had coming to her. Sorry, not sorry. I agree, Nicole. Wow, that's a hot take. Female perspective. Yeah. Now, technically, we spoke about this on air, but technically, Dana grabbed her. She would have just walked off. She was on her way out. And Dana grabbed her, and that's when she went, boom! So if Dana never grabbed her, none of this would have ever happened. But she technically slapped him first, so. And yeah, you're not supposed to hit a lady, but I mean, when in Mexico. Discord memes? Oh yeah, I haven't looked in there in a while. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. So here's Dana White celebrating with the boys. It looks like he's got monkey fighting. Very nice. Oh, after power slap fails. Here's Conor McGregor. I'm the captain now. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, this is a good one. I didn't see this one. Here's Conor. He's about to pop open a Modelo, and there's a girl throwing her body overboard. That's funny, man. Kainoto he's good at this. Here is that D? Very nice. I think it's D, celebrating in the rain. Okay, what's this? Oh, it was Artem Lobov, the one that was trying to run over Conor McGregor on the bike. Very nice. Look at that. You did see this. This was pretty funny. I posted this on Instagram. Very funny one where he was showing off, Conor was showing off his ass gash, and there was needles actually injected in there. Very nice. People have periods. Oh my god, dude, this is. I went on my Gay Pride Month rant on the second channel, so go check that. Check out our gaming channel. I really don't have much to say about that, but there's Habib and the boys over there. What? Oh my god. Wait, who is that Yamasaki? Oh my god. Is that fucking Yamasaki? Now, okay. This is the rock I live under. I know something went down. I know someone was saying some sort of Rodney King thing went down. I'm trying to steer clear from it because I don't like, man, I don't like, it's all fucked up. But if someone superimposed Yamasaki in there, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Who did that? Who fucking did that? Optimistically Cynical? Is that from Reddit or did you put that together? That's get Steve Mazzagatti in there. Anyway, okay. Here's Conor as Scarface over here. He's getting ready. It's pretty. Look at this. The sweat and everything. Very nicely done. Okay. This is an. This is an updated. Hold on. It's like Mad Libs. All right, so this one has a hand truck. It's got the pizza boxes. It's got the proper 12. It's got the bike in the corner. But this one is a little updated. It's got the gasoline from the car. Oh my god, beautiful. That's fucking funny. Oh man. Yep. That's not a meme. That's actually real, right? Woman who accused Conor McGregor of assault had her car set on fire in Dublin. What is this? They put gas canister. Okay. Here we go. Defend BMF belt against Gilbert Burns. Fight in another undeserved UFC title fight. I mean, I guess I can't blame him. I can't. If he's getting away with it, why not, right? Jorge. Here's oh god. Oh yes, that's beautiful. All right, jump in our Discord if you want to see more of that. That was fun. Thank you for the laughs. I appreciate that. Okay. Wednesday we'll be back live for Power Slap. Maybe I'll get a guest in. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But we'll definitely be live for Power Slap. And if someone pops up that wants to come in and watch the Power Slap episode with us, feel free. I will. I'm able to reach out to a couple people. I'll just do it with Jess. I think this episode's not gonna be good because it looks like they're in the house now. So it's like the Ultimate Fighter where it's like the drama, the reality show part. So I don't know how much of a reaction we can really give. But we will see what's going on Wednesday night. So make sure you hit the notification bell. Thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate the donations. Thanks to our sponsors. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for 100% match on your first deposit for mybookie.ag. CBDX.com as well. You can get the best THC products. I know it says CBDX, but trust me, this is not CBD. It's THC. It's just the name. But CBDX.com. Use the promo code MMA-HOLES for 20% off. The Delta, I gotta chill with the Delta, man. I've been getting high way too much lately. like it's getting a little crazy, man. I've been getting high a little bit too much. I enjoy this way too much. But if you could handle this better than me, you're the pro. I'm the schmo. Use the promo code MMA-HOLES for 20% off, and you must be 21 plus or older to purchase, and you get a free gift on your first order. Sheath underwear, best underwear in the game. You got the pouch in the front. You could shove your junk in there. And if you're trying to get away from burning down a car, You know, you can move very quick with sheath. I was at the gym with my sheath on. My package stayed in place. Everything was separated, so I didn't have stinky balls when I got home. It was great. It was wonderful, wonderful. Check it out for yourself. Use the link in the description and our discount, MMA-HOLES, for 20% off. By the way, XMMA, that's like coming back. And I was looking, I was kind of scoping around on their IG. By the way, Head Rush works with XMMA. That's why I thought of that. But Head Rush is a great brand. If you've been watching MMA for a while, you know what Head Rush is. They're one of the most premium brands out there. They got badass clothing, sexy stuff for the ladies. And we got a promo code for 20% off, MMA-HOLES. Same code for this as well, for the discount. The links are in the description, so get your discounts. But XMMA, I think they're talking to, I don't know, this is just speculation. And hopefully we can work with them again and broadcast their fights. They said they were interested. But I noticed that they were talking in their story to Marlon Moraes. So I don't know what kind of contract Marlon Moraes signed. Now, listen, yes, his best days are behind him. Still exciting. But Marlon Moraes might be hanging with XMMA. You might recognize the guy on the right as well over there. So I'm curious, is this like, are we seeing something here? Is this a little spoiler alert? Who's going to be on the card of XMMA? We'll see. They like to get, people that are UFC fighters, looking for ways to compete outside of the UFC. So maybe the Magic Man might be on this card. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. All right. All right, guys. I'm done babbling. Thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate it. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.
I'm coming. I'm coming!